What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angie, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, thank you for stopping. This is the week reading for April 5th, Monday, through April 9th, Friday, 2021. Let's see what is happening this week. What do we need to know? If there's anything we need to be aware of. And let's just get some good information, man, right? How was everyone's Easter? Did you have a beautiful time? Were you able to enjoy some time with family, some friends? I hope you had a great weekend. And let's see, what do we need to know for this week? What do we need to know for this week? Oh my goodness, we got a card already. Okay, what else do we need to know? What do we need to know about this week? Okay. Awesome. And one last card overall. Okay, we have two. Interesting. Okay, so, all right. So we have claim your art in reverse. This is interesting because I'm actually in the middle of doing some art. I almost feel like this is for me, but how else do I feel about this? Claiming your art. This is claiming the things that you have. This is claiming what you've put forth effort towards. Okay. This is like writing a book and not putting your name on it. Okay. This is really saying, listen, you've created some beautiful things, and so you deserve acknowledgement. Okay. So this is really saying, put your name on it, claim it. You've put forth a lot of effort in certain areas and certain things in your life. And so this is really saying, like, you deserve that recognition. Okay. So I really, really like this. And I feel like with this being in reverse, it's like a reminder of us to also take responsibility, which that's interesting that that's coming through like that. Taking responsibility for ourselves, taking responsibility for owning our words, owning our actions, but this is like, this isn't negative in any sort of way. This is owning, the good things. And, maybe we're sort of like, oh, like, I don't know, like timid, or, maybe we're not sure. Maybe it stems back for, or, are we good enough, or is it good enough? And so you're having to, this is saying, listen, man, you deserve this. And so make sure that you are, putting your name, stamping your name on it, so to speak. Okay. So, with that being said, we're going to move to the next card we have here is take the lead. So we need to take the lead this week. The way that I see that is, stepping it up, stepping into taking control of what it is that maybe, the word responsibilities are coming to my mind. Okay. Excuse me. So this is sort of like taking responsibility in your life where you're not maybe possibly taking responsibility, or lack of responsibility, or maybe things we've been putting on the back burner. Maybe it's kind of like, hey, let's get to it, you guys, let's take the reins, let's reel it back in, kind of, so to speak. Or, stepping out of your comfort zone and being the one to sort of, step your toes out into the water, so to speak, of being the first, leading the way, paving the path, doing something new. Because, it's like sometimes there's, I'm just like getting the envision of like, you're in a group setting, and let's just say, you're having to go up and in front of people and, maybe tell a story or explain something about your life, or share an experience, or give a speech or something. And it's like, nobody wants to go first. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and, I'll go last. No, this is literally saying like, okay, you know what? Just, let's just do it. And let's get up there. Let's be the first one to give the speech and to set the tone and to, get it done and just jump in, kind of, essentially. Okay. So that's the energy really that I'm feeling here is, really, really putting yourself, out there to take the lead role, take responsibility, and sort of pave the way, but move forward and kind of up it a notch, take that lead. What is it in your life that you need to really sort of, where do you need to elevate? Where do you need progress, or where do you want to make progress? So if there's something that's sort of really out of your comfort zone that you're like, oh, I don't know, this is saying, yo, hey, let's tie up our bootstraps and let's get on that stage. Be the first one to say that speech, okay? So this is beautiful, okay? Now, I have be patient is the next card. Be patient. So I'm really feeling this week that we are, we're taking responsibility for ourselves. We're claiming things that are ours and sort of really saying, yes, this is what I believe in. Yes, this is what I want to create. Or yes, this is what I have created. And now I'm taking it, I'm stepping it forward, and I'm taking that next level, that next step. But it's also about, okay, the work that it's going to take in order to, in order for it to come into fruition or completion, or, it's saying, the work that we put in today eventually is going to come back full circle. Okay, so it's taking those baby steps every single day, and then all of a sudden it's like this huge, beautiful, abundant bouquet that shows up. Okay, but that takes time. So this is just saying, you know what, things take a little bit of time. So let's be patient. Let's keep working diligently, and let's not. Okay, interesting. I feel like the words don't fall behind is coming to me. Don't fall behind, or don't get behind, or don't be feeling as if like you're not making strides. Don't allow yourself to feel as if you're not getting anywhere. Okay? Because the greatest things take a lot of patience and a lot of time. It's like the military. Hurry up and wait. That's how I feel. And I it's kind of funny. Those of you that don't really know anything about the military, my sister's in the military. And it's a lot of, okay, it's hurry, 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 go, 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 go. And then you're waiting. They do that because it's like, they're testing your patience, your agility, your emotions, they're testing you, mentally, and physically in so many different ways. So this is really saying, it's kind of like, okay, let's get the show on the road, take the lead, and let's get it going. Okay. But you have to be patient. Okay. Now we also have forgive and forget here. Forgive and forget. Okay. So, where do we need to allow ourselves to forgive and forget? I would say forgiving ourselves, forgiving other people. It's like moving on, man. It's like, if there's something really like minute or I don't want to say stupid, because nothing really is stupid. It's, maybe there's just like a silly miscommunication or something that kind of got misunderstood, or something to where it's like, okay, you know what? We just need to move on from this. Like, let's just forgive. I forgive you. Whatever, the past is the past. Let's move on, man. Forgive and forget. Like, it's done. It's over with. We hashed it out, or have that conversation, and, forgive that person. Forgive yourself for it, or maybe we fell off the wagon, this week, towards the end of the week, if you wanted to look at this as, progression here. But, this week in general, it's about, claiming what's yours, stepping into that leadership role, understanding that patience is needed in every aspect, okay? Forgiving and forgetting about things that are, from the past, or like I said, forgiving yourself for falling off the wagon, maybe in some way, shape, or form. It's almost like as if, okay, I don't know why this is coming to my mind, but it's like, I used to be a smoker, and I never was a smoker growing up. I started smoking cigarettes in my 20s, which is a very interesting story for another day. But I was a smoker for a couple years, and then I stopped, and then I started, and then I was worse than the first time, and then I stopped again, and then I started. You know how it goes. It's a pattern. So this is where this is coming. This is the image of a cigarette is coming to my mind, of like, you haven't smoked a cigarette in 2 years, and then all of a sudden, you kind of maybe fell off the wagon and had a little puff, and you were like, oh shit, now I'm beating myself up. It's like, no, you know what? Forgive yourself. Listen, you're human. So what? You know, it's all good here. So don't beat yourself up, and let's move it on down the road. Okay. Now, the extra information here, what we need to focus on is we have admit your vulnerabilities in reverse. Admit your vulnerabilities. And we also have make sacrifices in reverse. Okay. So what I would really like to say is that this is really, because these are in reverse, these are the ones that are like, hey, pay attention to me. Okay. So I'm really feeling that there's a potential here that we need to admit to ourselves. Maybe there's something that we sort of need to heal, or something that comes up this week that makes us feel emotional or makes us feel uncomfortable, or it's a pattern, and we're saying, oh, I don't want to look at that, you know? Oh, let's not go there, you know? And so maybe there's like a little bit of resistance, you know, maybe there's something that, but this is saying, like, you know what, we really need, in order for us to move forward, okay, in order for us to sort of like make some progress, or maybe whatever possibly happens this week is like admitting your part in it, but also admitting, you know, maybe you're feeling emotional about something that somebody says, or, you know, there's something within yourself that maybe, you know, I'm not going to try and guess exactly what this is. This is a, you know, a general reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest, but it's getting real. It's getting real and getting honest with yourself, you know, and it's making the necessary sacrifices. So it's like, okay, truth bell, ding. Okay. You know, all right. You know, I have to be honest, and I have to get really real and real vulnerable with myself this week. And it could be something like, okay, you know, the doctor said that I need to watch my sugar, and you know what, but you know what, I just want to have nothing but sugar. And you know what, this is the thing. It's like, okay, now I understand. This is vulnerable to me. I am being vulnerable. I'm on the verge of being diabetic. I'm just using this as an example. Okay. And this is like, no, listen, I have to make the sacrifice. And unfortunately, I love jelly beans with all my heart, and, you know, or Starbursts or Peeps, and you know what, and I can't have them anymore, you know, or I can only have a little piece, or only 5 jelly beans a day, you know, or 1 jelly bean every 3 hours. I don't know. I'm just saying, it's like, I feel like sometimes examples, even though they're ridiculous, you know, really do sort of sometimes help, I feel. So sorry if it doesn't, but making necessary sacrifices. So this is really saying this week, we need to get real. We need to get honest. We need to understand maybe what is really not in alignment, or, you know, who in our life is really not in alignment. And unfortunately, the sacrificing part is like, you know, we have to man up, and we have to be realistic, and we have to be honest. And maybe this is, you know, expectations that we're having, and we, you know, we need to understand that, you know, there's things that we need to give up this week, or that we need to change, or where we need to have closure or cut ties. And, you know, and that's perfectly okay. But sometimes we need to sacrifice sleep. Sometimes we need to sacrifice time. Sometimes we need to sacrifice, you you skipping a meal, or, you know, being on the phone, or turning our phones off, or, you know, whatever that is for us. It's sort of saying like, hey, you know, where do we know that or where are we being shown that we're possibly, you know, not in complete alignment? Or is there something that keeps coming up? That vulnerability to me means emotion. Okay, so where are we feeling emotional in our lives, and what do we need to change? Is there something that we need to let go of in order to be able to move forward? And maybe this is where we need to forgive and forget. You know, forgive yourself and move on. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there because this seems like that's the end answer here is really allowing ourselves to get vulnerable, to get real, to get honest, to admit to ourselves, to be true to ourselves in every way, shape, or form, and to get down to, you know, where it is in our life that we need to make necessary sacrifices, you know, to bring things into balance, to bring things more into alignment, to be more physically balanced, emotionally balanced, mentally balanced, spiritually balanced. What do we need to do? You know? So let's get real. Let's be patient. Things take time. Okay? But, you know, the cards are saying, hey, you know, it's all good. Forgive, forget, forgive yourself, forgive all involved. And, you know, it's time to step up and take the leadership role. So what do we need to do? And what do we need to, where or what do we need to sacrifice in our lives that we've known or that is coming up for us this week in order to finally move to that next level? All right, you guys. So this is awesome. Let me know what you have to sacrifice. I will let you know what I have to sacrifice. And, you know, like I always say, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. I love you all with all my heart. Thank you for allowing me to do this work. If you would like a custom jewelry piece, or if you would like an art print or a card reading, I would love to do that for you. You can check me out at livingbyspirit.com, or you can check me out over on Instagram at angiesworld555. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week. And as always, much love and light. Namaste. Bye for now.